Viewers, and welcome to the Oshdi's Trust Show, where we discuss matters disability inclusion. I'm your host, Maureen Kaveke, and with me is my co-host, the one, Mr. Martin Kilami. I will ask him to say hello to us.
Hello, and thank you, Maureen, for having us. Thank you, our viewers, for the support that you've given us so far. It's amazing, and you're energizing us so much. We thank the host, Maureen, for the show. It's really impacting a lot of lives, changing lives, and bringing hope. We are happy to be associated.
Viewers, today we are at Loise Wanjiru's residence in Kitengela, and because my host is the one who visited this wonderful family on Wednesday, right?
On Wednesday, yeah.
Yes. I'll kindly ask you to introduce Loise to our viewers.
Thank you, Maureen.
Yes.
I'll take the honor. Seated next to me is our daughter. Want to introduce yourself? Say hi. Look at them. Say hi. Yeah, this is Rachel. And her sister. Nice. You can say hi to the people.
Hi.
Good. Thank you. These are lovely girls. And then their mother. Yes, whom I will ask to introduce herself. And again, you say something about your family.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. My name is Loise Wanjiru. Oh, Mama Rachel. And nice. Yeah, and I love the Lord. And I'm very grateful at this moment.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you for inviting us.
Yes.
We are happy
You must welcome.
to talk about Rachel.
Yeah.
Yes. Asante sana.
Yeah, so I started singing in 1989. Officially, but now recording it and all that. So I started singing until today.
Wow.
Yes.
And your albums go by the name Loise Wanjiru?
Yes, I'm Loise Wanjiru.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many albums you released?
But I can't say how many because there's so many songs, too much. There's so many songs. Yeah.
1989 is a long time.
It is a long time. Yeah. That time, the time I started singing, gospel were less than 20. You know, those days used to listen to these the choir songs from Makina Morogoro choir.
Yes.
In Loise that is it.
Yes.
But individuals from Kenya were very few.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least now the industry has grown.
It has grown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so you have only these two girls?
I only have those two girls,
Nice and Rachel.
Nice and Rachel.
Lovely daughters.
Yeah, Nice is the first one and Rachel is the second one.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Then that is part of my ministry. Beside ministry, I do properties.
Okay.
So that's what I've been doing. That's what I'm doing until today.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
So now, little background. Are you married?
Well, I was one time. I got married in 2002. Yeah. But it only lasted for a few years. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. It's fine.
And maybe now you can tell us about Rachel. How did you get her? How was it
Rachel, I got her in 2008. Kama mtoto wa kawaida, just normally like any other child. And she was very okay. At birth, she was very
just
okay.
normal birth? No,
Just normal birth.
C-section?
Yeah. She cried, well, everything was okay. The growing was okay. The growth was okay until 7 months. She started having some issues at 7 months. So the growth just stopped just from that time she was not growing until 1.5 years.
At 7 months?
From at 7 months until 1.5 years, she was not growing at all. In fact, even at 1.5, she was just 6 kilos. Just 6 kgs. She was not growing, she was just tiny. Yeah.
6 kgs for 1.5 years.
Yes.
Baby?
Yeah.
It's too little.
Yeah. Because she was not growing. The infection was too much. Yeah.
So are there some certain things, specific things that you started noticing?
Yeah, she started having some fevers. The fevers were too much. every time. In fact, from that time, every day, actually every day she was on medication.
Is she conversing?
Yeah.
Conversions.
Yeah, conversions and high fevers. Yeah.
Yeah, the high fevers normally come with conversions.
Yeah. So many times I will rush to the hospital without knowing whether she's alive or she's not there. So sometimes I could even just trying to walk so that I can hurry to reach the hospital. So it was too much. Yeah.
And all this time, what were the doctors saying?
They were just treating a blood infection. There was nothing. They could say it is this. But they could only treat the blood infection throughout. It was blood infection. Until that time, 1.5. We had a doctor called Dr. Okero. She came and diagnosed, she's a cardiologist. She diagnosed now that she had an enlarged heart and enlarged liver. That is because of infections. But she diagnosed that she had some adenoids.
Yes.
And she had a blood pressure.
At that age?
Yes, at
All
that
these
age.
things in one body.
In one body. Because of too much infection. So the liver got swollen because of cleaning infection throughout. So, and she decided to remove the adenoids. So immediately at the time they removed, she started growing kawaida too.
Wow.
So, and until today. So the problem was adenoids. I guess that was the main problem.
Then.
Yeah, there. Though it was too much because there was a time we stayed in the hospital ICU for 92 days.
Wow.
She was just down
3 months.
and 2 days. Yeah. And that time is the time that now after that was before it was the doctor related that she had adenoids. So I noticed the last minute, and that time she was very down. So even after the surgery, she could not reverse back because she was too weak. Yeah. So that's how those issues started. Yes.
So now, after the 92 days in hospital, when you came out, the child was now growing normally.
Yes, she was growing normally.
And at what point did you detect that she had a condition?
Even after she started growing, she could not walk.
Delayed milestones.
Yes, delayed milestone, and the speech never came out. But now the fever stopped. But she could not walk.
Yes.
Until she was 3, she started now standing, maybe holding things at 3 years. But physically she could look okay. But we just waited to hear her saying something, which never came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you never went back to the hospital, at least.
I did.
You were still admitted again?
I was not admitted. Since the time she was removed the adenoids,
Yeah, you never went back.
I never went back because of that. The same problem. Although we've been going back for corrections because of the migu, and
The legs were also.
it was affected in the hospital because of the style she used.
Can you tell us how? How did you feel?
Okay, now like that time she was in ICU. That was a very long time for someone just to sleep. One side.
Yes.
Now she used to sleep facing now down.
Yes, on a flat.
On a flat.
Yes.
And now the legs, all the veins were blocked.
Yes.
So Daktari could only use the legs, both legs.
Yes.
Because now the injections, all the veins were blocked, even the head, the
So
main one
the
at the
doctors
neck,
had to look for veins.
for veins at the legs.
Yes.
And now the way they tied her, because if she could move and the injections could just come out.
Yes.
So it's like they forced.
Yes.
And now the migu twisted from the hip.
Got deformed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It
the child
got
was still
deformed.
developing.
Yeah, because she was still developing and she was too young.
What?
And now she stayed for all those months in one position.
Very expensive.
Yeah, it has been very expensive. It has been very expensive.
And meanwhile, how are you managing? Because to me, it sounds like you were so committed. The condition of the child would not allow you to do something else. Or were you able to work? Or the father was still there, was supporting?
Since at birth, before I got her, I was working. So I was doing well in my businesses, so I was doing so well.
Yes.
But now after her birth, I stayed with her for 3 months. In the house, Kawaida's any other woman. Now after delivery, we stayed like 3 months. And I went back to my biashara's.
Yes.
But I stayed with her from birth to 7 months.
Yes.
Which we were sour.
Yes.
But now from there, from 7 months, she started developing those issues. So now from there, I was in the hospital on and off, admissions. Not yet going and coming back, admissions. So I started losing all my biasharas.
So
Yeah.
It definitely affected business.
So from there, I never went back to those biasharas until she was treated enough.
that must have cost you an arm and a leg.
Yeah, it costed me a lot because the last bill was 11.8 million.
What?
11.8 Kenya shillings.
Yes. That was my last, in fact, that was my last bill for those issues. Now I started again to do the surgeries.
All along,
corrections.
are you still married or that time you are alone?
Until 1 year, for her 1 year I was married. But now, when we got her to that level, that 11.8 million, how happened it later now with the father?
Why do you think he left?
Because of these bills.
It's the bills that prompted him to
yeah. In fact, there is nothing much to kukosana. Kabisa. To kukosana, but they came to the hospital and said that now they can't be paying all those bills for Rachel, and they could not see something.
What they are paying for.
Yeah. For them, the child was not growing. The child was too down. So they thought they had given up. So they said that they cannot continue paying bills for. So we were able to disconnect the machine. In fact, they suggested we disconnect the machine. So me and the doctor, we refused. So,
What?
yeah. Even to sign for her to go to theatre to remove the adenoids, he refused. He said, now you are going and that is now another 100. Now that's another 100,000. Because now theatre alone was 100,000.
Rachel, you saw life, but the father didn't see life.
Yes. In fact, he could say that now you keep on buying wheelchairs and all that. Yeah, you could not see life. Ile nini unalea? So I was told so. Ile nini tunalea? Hii nitakuwa nini? And he left. In fact, he left me in the ICU. That's how we parted. He left me there in the ward.
Wow.
And even before he left, the child was still down because she was still in ICU. And that time we didn't know whether we have a baby. In fact, another friend of mine, whom I'm with her here, I can remember very well asking the doctor, Daktari, tuambie ukweli, do you have a baby here or we don't have? Because for 3 days the child was cold. She was very cold for 3 days. You could only see the machine, she's alive, but the body was very cold. She was cold kabisa. Yes. Okay, to me I have never kabisa sikuwa ifika hapo. Me, I could see something. But everyone was hapa. So my friend asked the doctor, please tell us the truth. Yeah. Do you have a baby here? Mama, what is happening? Just tell us the truth. So the doctor said, even me, I'm trusting God. But me, even that time, my friend was asking that. Me, I could wonder, what are you asking? And we have a baby here. We have our Rachel with us. So me, I never went that down. No.
Mama Rachel?
Yes.
Mama Rachel?
Yeah.
I think this is what I call the strength of a mother. Say a strength of a woman.
Absolutely.
You are a strong mother.
It's called the grace.
Tell us all along while you're doing this, your husband has left the family?
Yeah, he left.
Who is your source of strength? Who is strengthening you? Who is keeping you? Who is supporting you? Are your parents supporting you still? Your family?
I can't say it's anyone. I cannot even put my parents or my family members here. Here it was all about me and God and my faith. Because I never saw anyone, even to encourage. People would come to the hospital and say, "Are you okay? Are you seeing what we are seeing?" So me, I can only say it is God. It's not my people. It's me.
Are you happy? Are you happy that you took that decision?
I'm very happy. I'm happy.
No regrets.
No regrets at all.
Of course, I know that you've gone through challenges raising a girl to this age. Rachel today is 14 years old.
Yes.
What challenges have you gone through?
Okay. There's so many. Because from the start, I lose all my specialists. So even
You lost all your business.
Yes, because I sold the shop I had. By the time I was giving birth, I had hardware in Kitengela town. But my now the mother to the father, now they lost. They took the biashara and left me with nothing.
No, they can't.
Yes, they did.
But no, they can't because you have a child. Actually, you have two children. One is living in special needs.
But they did. They just came in one time and I was with a friend, with that friend of mine who is around here, she's with me. And they told us, "Can you excuse us, kidogo?" And tukatoka nje. And we left them inside with my husband, mother-in-law and my husband. And they said they were doing what? They were doing stock taking and all that. So me from there, I never went back to that shop. I started hawking. I had sold only 25,000 that day. I had a cash of 25,000. So immediately I left the baby with my friend called Veronica. I left with her, the child, and I went to Uganda. I bought some clothes, bed sheets, and all that, and I came and started hawking. The bag I used to hawk here in Kitengela. So that time my baby is with Mama, Dad, Veronica. I started hawking, and finally that hawking ikaza shop.
Okay.
Kuza shop now from there, I just started picking up again. I started going to Dubai, wherever, to bring clothes, and the shop ikagrow kabisa. Ikagrow na ikakuwa na ikaza ingine zikawa mbili.
Besides the business, did you lose anything else?
Yes, I did. I had a plot and I had started building 2 houses in Ipis and Kitengela. While I was in the hospital with Rachel, they took the house. So that by the time I was coming up from the hospital, I found my mother-in-law. She's now the one who is living in my house.
But wait a minute, Loise. All this time they are taking away all these things from the hardware shop, the houses. Are these things not in my name at this time? What's name? Because I would like to understand how people wanapokonywa vitu, especially by in-laws.
No, like biashara, una register like whatever, and unafungua mkono jina ya kampuni.
Or you had registered a name.
Yes,
Joint
that's
venture?
what, yeah. So plus them.
Okay, the
From the
family,
family.
The family.
business. Okay.
The name,
The name.
yeah, the name which was registered, but the biashara was mine.
You had invested yourself.
I had invested myself. Even before I got married, I had a shop somewhere in Wanjiru Avenue. I used to sell clothes in wholesale and all that. So hiyo pesa ndio nilichukua nikaja nikafungua nayo hardware. Because now nimeingia kwa familia, nimeanza kulea watoto. So nimeshazaa my first born, so now that movement of traveling ikawa inanishinda, so nikaona after to do something yenye sitatembea sana juu ya watoto. So that's how I started. The hardware is called Boscan. Yeah.
Oscar, I knew Oscar.
Yeah. So they took the first biashara. Then nikapata Rachel. Nikawa na mashida ya kuishi hospitali and all that. So nikapata amechukua nyumba. Nikaanza kuhawk tena, nikafungua duka. Ilikuwa ya manguo. Hizi sasa ni hawk, sasa nimefungua shop. Nikaanza kuhawk. Nikaanza kuuza hii shop. They came again. So hiyo niko na Rachel. Sasa between that time pako 1 year to 7 months. Akaanza kukonjeka. So nikafungua hii shop sasa, the first shop. She came again. Hiyo Rachel si mgonjwa. She came again. She said that because I'm retiring, what people are you thinking you're going to do?
That's your mother?
Yeah.
Retiring.
Because now I'm retiring. Nafikiria nitakuwa nikifanya biashara gani? Ama nitafanya nikifanya nini? So na ikawa ni kama nakatalia kwa hiyo shop, and I said no. Siwezi wacha hii. So what I'll do, nitakupanisha na katikati and open for you another shop. But now not this one. So nikaenda nikachukua nyumba nyingine, nikaijenga, nikafanya kila kitu. Na nikakatanisha stock mara 2. Nikamwambia go there. So akaenda, hiyo hakuweza kuchukua. But I thank God there was a reason for that. So nikaanza kuwa also ngumu na mkali kwao. So the time I went to the hospital and then I said that now hizo mashine za Rachel ndio ile bill, now the big bill nilianza kulipa na hii shop. Niliuza the stock and the shop. Nikauza everything.
You mean you paid the bill by yourself?
Yes, I did.
You didn't do any fundraising?
I did.
No family came up?
I have never done a fundraising.
Viewers, this story is hot. The kind of stories you hear and you're like, you just have to listen. At this point, allow us to go for a short break. We'll be back with the rest of the story.
Yeah.
See you then. Now you've done all these 10 procedures, but at what point did you now notice that she had a condition? Did the doctors ever tell you that, no, Rachel has this and this condition, and which condition?
All the time from the beginning, I never realized that she has a condition until the time she could not talk or walk. But I didn't know what kind of a condition. It's only the speech which was not coming out. But by the time she started now walking, I noted now she was very hyper. She could not even sit down. She's just running up and down. But by that time we were going for the speech therapy. So I thought the problem it was only the speech. Though until today, I've never known kabisa. It is what kind of a condition is this? Though the signs they shows autism.
The signs point out.
Yes,
autism.
But according to me, I could not tell what is this. But it came out like autism.
Yeah, because in most cases where there is convulsion, because I think during these activities of convulsions, the brain cells get affected. Some die, some may die, and others may get damaged. And I think that would highly influence something like autism. Yeah.
So according to me now and according to the doctors,
or something they call, though nowadays they don't like, but used to be called mental retardation. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think when these activities or convulsions, which are caused by high fever, they damage the brain cells. Yes.
Okay. So according to me and the doctor's results, it's autism.
It's autism.
Yeah.
Wow. And at this point, is she able to?
Some words. Yeah, some words. Yeah. So I've reached.
She developed a bit of speech.
She can only say mom. She can only call mom and no. She can say no.
Has she seen a speech therapist?
If you have done that a lot.
A lot.
Aga Khan. Then I took her to the first school. So in her first school, I could take someone to do the therapy every Tuesday and Thursdays. So just found it was too expensive for me. So, and I could not see any development. I took her to the second school. It was the same. And she's just being rejected because of the grade she's getting. She cannot write, she can't. So it's not been easy, her life with her, going to school and all that. Yeah.
Wow. That brings us to the question of stigma. Have you faced any form of stigma, maybe from the family members, from your friends, from the society? What do you say about stigma?
Okay, what I can say is now like in school, seeing all those challenges because now she cannot work together with other kids. So I could feel like she's out of place, but I don't have anywhere to take her. So she has to continue with going to that school, remaining in class 1 or baby class for many years. It is out there even with parents and friends out there. They could even talk and say maybe umerogwa, mtoto alirogwa, maybe mtoto alifanywa nini. So people have been talking so much about Rachel, but me, I've been seeing a baby like any other child. Yeah, watu wameongea. Yeah.
So what is this thing of kurogwa, witchcraft?
Yeah.
It's a big problem in our region.
Yes.
And she's not alone in it. And when we do this kind of shows, our aim is to demystify or fight that stigma as we create awareness. Because the reality, and I keep on repeating whenever we come to the show, that this has nothing to do with witchcraft. This is just it's a neurological disorder that can be treated or rather managed. If there's early intervention, like what you have done. At least you've just said that nowadays she can say mom. She can utter a word or two. It's because of the amount of and the effort that you've put in to help your daughter. Okay? There's nothing more in here about witchcraft. No. And at early intervention, seeing doctors and working with your child, you will definitely improve on her life. Not only your life, but also on her life, but also you as a parent. Your work will be a bit easy and encouraging. Yes.
Wow. Sorry about that, Loise.
Yeah.
Actually, in almost every story that we have covered, witchcraft comes as one of the biggest obstacles to disability inclusion. One of the biggest. Everybody will tell you, what I was told,
I was told this, I was accused of this.
The moment we hide ourselves in witchcraft, Martin, we cannot achieve so much.
No, you have put a block.
Yeah. Because you start saying, I'm not gotten a job because I was bewitched. I'm not married, or I didn't marry because I was bewitched. I'm like this and this because of, when we hide in witchcraft, and that's what I tell people, let's stop hiding.
Yeah, let's just be brave. Like,
Rachel's not like this because of witchcraft. Which witchcraft?
In fact, you don't have to reason because if you know yourself, now they say like, kwao, they don't get these kind of kids. But now I'm saying I'm okay because siwezi kataa kwetu na mimi nimepata. So it's okay, si mimi nimepata mtoto, huyu ni wangu, mimi ndio nimezaa. Kama kwenu hamzaangi watoto kama hawa, then mimi nimezaa. So mimi ni wa kwetu na siwezi hama kwetu tujuu. Nimepata mtoto wa aina hii.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's okay, nyinyi kwenu ndio hampatangi, but kwetu tunapatanga juu mimi nimeanza. Mimi kwetu hakunanga.
Do you have past?
No, we don't have that kind of a history. Yeah, in our family.
Wow. But you're courageous to say, what?
I'm the first one. So I'll accept. So you have to take her. She's my baby. Yeah.
So let's see. There's a lesson here that this can happen to anybody. A child like this, God can decide to bless you with a child like this. It's got nothing to do with history, family history, or something like that. Yeah.
At times it happens, but at times it doesn't.
Yeah, it's not a mass attack. It's a 50-50.
At times it's genetic
motivated,
that is inherited from parents or from the family tree. At times it is not.
Yeah.
So
because she's the first one.
Yeah.
Wow. Generally, what can you advise people on talking, that about mouthing,
Just to,
of course it feels bad, right? You must have very bad.
Before I get that it's okay if people they are talking. You can't block them, and you can't hide your baby. So it is okay. So even if people are talking, just take it like they're talking about now the goodness in your family. Because now me, I take it like it is a blessing. They say that in their place, in their families, they don't get this kind of kids. But mimi nimepata. Lazima kutakuwa na baraka ingine in my family yenye haijapatikana kwenu. So it is okay, nimepata hii challenge, but lazima nisione hii, nione there is another blessing yenye haitapatikana mahali kwingine. So me I can encourage someone to it is okay, just take it. Yeah, wanasema in witchcraft, you know yourself, it is fine. Let them talk, you can't block them. Yeah, of course the first time utasikia witchcraft, na mimi sijui witchcraft ni nini. But now mimi nasemanga huwezi jua njia ama barabara yenye hujaipitia. So it's okay, mimi nimepitia basi nimejua. But maneno ya uchawi sijui kwa sababu sijaipita hiyo barabara. So the one who is talking about witchcraft, they know better than me. Yeah.
You sound a very strong personality, very strong woman. And I want you to tell us, are there moments when you're down, when all this thing brings you down? Are there moments you are down because of these issues?
You remember I'm a human being.
Yeah.
100%. So sometimes you can even sit down and you're alone and you see things are not working well. Of course you go down.
Mama Rachel, when those moments come, what do you do?
You just call God. It's in a choice. He's my helper. Yeah. So
do you
when
belong
this time,
to any support group?
Do
you have a support group of people who support you or work with you?
No.
It's just you and God.
It is just me and God.
And Rachel.
And Rachel and Nice.
Nice.
Yes. It is just three of us. Yeah. And I have to be very strong for them. You know, for example, like Nice, that time, before Rachel, we were doing very well. Nice, she was brought up so well. We used to go with her out, take her to Dubai for holiday. We do all that. But now Rachel has come. Rachel amekuja na some issues. So even the first challenge was Nice to accept Rachel.
How was that?
It was not easy for me.
How was that?
It was not easy for me because I was doing so well. I'm with Nice alone. Na napata chochote chenye nataka. And all of a sudden, me conceive Rachel. Watu wameanza kusema tu kawaida tu. Kuna mgeni tunagojea. Naye Nice ni kweli anagojea huyu mgeni pamoja na other people. But she doesn't know what kind of a mgeni is coming. So after Rachel kuja, everyone was excited. I've come from a very big family. So that time everyone was there for me. And Rachel is my mother. I've named after my mother. So everyone is saying, even his cousin, my tata amezaliwa, sijui my mama amezaliwa, sijui. So everyone was there for me. They were excited. Friends, they're coming to see this new baby with gifts. And no one is remembering Nice. So Nice could ask herself, whose baby is this? Because nilisikia ni mgeni na ni wa nani. And then she was looking very beautiful. So Nice could see this kamuhindi nika nani na nika wapi. So mamake akuja akachukue, watu wanashinda hapa kusema mgeni wanamletea gift na waniletei. So challenges zilianzia hapo na Nice. Jua hadi anauliza huyu mtoto atachukuliwa lini na mwenyewe. So najaribu kumwambia ni wetu. And then all of a sudden kitambo amzoee ameanza kugonjeka, amebeba time yangu yote. So I'm there every time with Rachel, hospital. Nice ameenda shule. She was in Kitengela International. Ameenda shule, ametuacha tukiwa sawa. Akirudi hakuna mtu. Tushaenda hospitali, admission, we're not even coming back. So who is taking care of Nice? There is no one.
She got deprived
Yeah.
of motherly love. You know, our mother has been stolen.
Yeah, but
Yes. Rachel has taken all my time. So I don't have time for Nice.
To date, how is it, their relationship? Did they build
It's tight.
What did you do for her to come to that? What did you do? Because I want another parent to learn the trick.
To involve her.
I had to involved
Nice. Yes. Rachel, she's unwell and you have to take care of her. This is your sister. You have to take care of her. I'm not tired, but I feel sick. So kindly, can you help me? Yeah, because she's your sister and I'm your mother. And we're just three of us. I could ask it, we are just three of us. So Nice, take care of Rachel.
All this time, because I'm still processing your pain. All this time, the father is somewhere.
Yeah.
in this world,
Yes.
watching at a distance.
Yes. Yes, hakutaka kujua kama kalikufa ama kali survive. In fact, I saw him the first time after 5 years.
Are you angry with him?
Yeah.
Are you angry with him?
Right
Are
now,
you bitter?
No, I'm not bitter.
Were you bitter? Were you
That
angry?
time I was very bitter. In fact, after the time I realized I'm alone, because I didn't realize immediately. I realized after 1 year what is happening. Because all this time I'm concentrating with mtoto. So now here, I've started now to realize, and I think this guy left, I'm alone after 1 year. That's when I came to understand. There was a time I was married and today I'm alone. So that time I was very bitter.
But today you're not.
At all.
How did you deal with that?
Just to accept. One thing I had to accept is this.
Have you forgiven them?
I've forgiven them.
Cha ukweli, cha ukwelo.
Hata nikikutana nao, I have no issue with them. At all.
You forgive.
I forgive them. I'm not even bitter at
For
all.
you to forgive people who have wronged you so very much, what steps did you take for you to come to a place to forgive?
You forgive yourself first.
For what? I didn't wrong myself.
You didn't wrong yourself, but now it's like, I am the problem. I gave birth to this child. It is true. The way they are
Maureen.
taking it. The way they are taking it, eh? So I have to forgive myself first. It is me. Yeah, because this baby is innocent.
And I like your attitude. I'm telling you, for sure, I love your attitude. Take life as you do.
Yes.
We have no issues with nobody at all.
They said it's not them.
So you forgive yourself.
I forgive myself first.
Then
I
felt
take
ni-
it.
you feel
I
nice.
take it. Yes. If there is any deliverance which needs to be
acceptance. So
Acceptance.
you come to a place of acceptance.
yes, I accepted. You know, even when you want to ask for forgiveness, for someone to forgive, you have to forgive yourself first. You accept, and then you ask for forgiveness, and you'll be forgiven. If there's any deliverance which is needed there, you'll be delivered. If you're the problem, and then you deal with the problem now. It was meant for you to deal with it alone. You tell God to give you strength. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I have learned a lot from you guys today. I'm going home with some notes here and here. Yes. Your attitude can change this world. Your attitude
Really?
can move any mountain. I'm telling you. From the acceptance.
Right attitude
Yes.
is what kept her. And our God. She
That
kept on
yes.
talking about God.
Yes, the faith. That yes. Okay, fine. It's me you're blaming for all this, for bringing forth this kind of a child. I take it. Please forgive me for doing that. So, that's so humbling. That's
Yeah.
so humbling. Yes, and because I've already asked you for forgiveness, then I forgive you. For all
So
the
I
wrong
forgive
things
myself
that you've done.
first.
Not to tell them to forget, to tell them to do what, you start fighting with them, you know. Then where is God now? Kwa issue. Where is God? Because now God has to kukutetea from here. So you forgive them, you forgive yourself, you forgive them, and then you let it go. And then God will deal with them. Yeah. And of course, God know how.
Do you wish them bad or you wish them well?
I
Those who
wish them
said
well.
everything they said about you.
And-
Those who wronged you during this journey.
I wish them well.
Are you sure?
Yes. I wish them well. This is deep within my heart. And I've seen God
Would you
fighting
wish
for
them
me.
to go through what you're going through?
No. They can't handle it. They can't.
Chigaba. No! Did you say that?
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness, I didn't see that coming. Wow.
Yeah. From
They
the
can't.
beginning, what did they say? They said now, let's disconnect these machines.
They can't
Because
handle
they
it.
could not handle it.
Too weak.
Yes.
Too weak.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I wish them well.
Good.
And of course, God is restoring you.
Yes.
Of course he has.
Yes.
Restored it.
I've really
You've
seen
seen
God.
for yourself.
Yes. I've really seen God.
You still sing? You still minister?
Myself.
Yeah.
I do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I do. Yeah. Strongly, you cannot know that there is a problem, Mama, there is a challenge behind me. Yes. And I involve Rachel. I involve Nice. They know what I am doing. We are together.
So you have a support group through Nice and Rachel. They support you.
Yeah, that is the main support I get from anyone. It's from Nice to encourage. She always encouraged me. Nice. Rachel, like right now, I've not been feeling well. I've just told my friend at the only person I have seen helping me and holding my hand this particular time is Rachel.
Do you think Rachel is a blessing?
She is, of course. Not even thinking. Rachel is a blessing to me.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Rachel, even
She's not a
Madawa, my
burden.
friends have seen today.
She's not a burden.
She's not a burden at all. And I'm saying this from deep within my heart. Rachel is not a burden at all. I decided to let everything go because of Rachel.
Does she go to school?
Yeah, she does. She goes to school at Rhea James Schools. That's where she is. When I'm unwell, Rachel knows where to keep medicines and all that. And she knows time she can just come with medicines and tell mommy, checking whether I have fevers. Know that, telling me that she'll be okay.
What would happen to your daughter when you're gone? And I thought the government should come in there.
I don't know what the government can do if I'm not there. But I've been trusting God that Rachel is the reason why I'm alive.
Right?
This is another level, Martin. Don't there.
Right?
So, naenda wapi niache Rachel?
Wow.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm alive. All the blessings I have.
She's not about pity.
In fact, I don't want anyone to pity you.
She's not about pity.
Who's now?
You know I said attitude.
Attitude is everything. I keep on telling people, attitude is everything. Yes.
No, this one doesn't understand me.
Wow.
Rachel is the reason you are alive.
Yes.
But this one is higher than what I expected.
Yeah.
Even what I practice.
She needs me. Throughout, 24/7.
So you can't leave the country, you can't go anywhere.
In fact, ningekuwa mbali sana, singekuwa hapa. But hata nikijaribu kwenda kwa embassy hivi nifikirie Rachel. Narudingi na my papers. Wananiita huko. They're there. I have my cousins. Like one of them, I can even mention her name. She's called Jane. In fact, she was here yesterday. She left US all the way to come and see me because I'm unwell and I'm having Rachel. And even that time,
I'm sorry. I know that you've just gone to this woman is strong.
So
She's
been telling me, come.
Hey.
Just come.
Come visit.
Yeah, come visit ministry. Na nigojea out there. I have so many invitations. Churches there in US, especially in Boston.
Wow.
But now, Rachel. Itafanya nini na Rachel? Hey.
Do you go to social places with her? As in, do you go
Yes, I do.
churches,
I do.
shopping?
You're not ashamed of her?
I'm not.
At all.
I'm not. If I'm invited to go somewhere and sing, and they happen to go with Rachel, I'll just walk out with her,
Introduce her.
and I give her a mic and switch it off.
Oh.
And then I sing.
Ah.
Hey. I'll sing with her.
This lady is...
Hey.
Who are you?
So now, why should I hide her?
What are you?
Just go to my...
Where do you get all this strength
Go to
from?
my YouTube and Facebook. She's all over.
You go by the name? Okay. The same name, yeah?
Yeah, with this Loise.
Where can people find you? People where they can find you?
Yeah. Facebook, I'm Loise Wamute. Wamute. T-I. Loise Wamute.
Loise Wamuti.
Yes.
Facebook, yo?
Yeah, that is Facebook.
YouTube?
YouTube, I'm Loise Wanjiru. I have two channels, Loise Wanjiru, original, and Minister Loise Wanjiru.
Minister Loise Wanjiru.
Yes.
So people should subscribe
Yes.
to those channels.
So Rachel, she's there all over, singing, doing her own things. She's there. I don't hide her. Why should I hide her?
And you have plans. We spoke about it off the camera. And you said you have plans about the disabled children.
Yes.
And you shared with me a bit of it. Would you take the next few minutes and...
Yes. Kindly, what I would like to do, I'm thinking of doing a home for them. A home for them because now, like me, the challenges I have, I cannot stay without a house girl. And I need to go and work out there. I need to go for ministry. But unless I go with Rachel, Amma, she's at school, I can't go. So it's not only me. We have so many parents who are like me. Okay, at this age, she's at school, but there's a time which is coming, she will not be able to go to school. So she'll be back home again, like, nimezaa tena, again. So that time, when that time comes, what will I do? Mzazi mwingine yote anajiuliza the same. Mtoto akimaliza form 4, ako na hizi conditions, ataenda wapi? Si atanirudia. So huyu mtoto atarudi akiwa kama mtoto tena. Juu lazima wewe ukue hapo ama ukue na house girl. Mtu mwenye ama mtu mwingine mwenye anakusaidia kuhusu huyu mtoto. Juu siwezi mwacha, na especially like Rachel, she's a lady. She's a girl. So she needs someone throughout. So I was thinking, if I can do a home for them, and I give them all the comfort, and I sign everything what I have for Rachel, that heart of compassion, I have it. So I sign everything for Rachel. It's called a Rachel Heart of Compassion. So those kids like Rachel, they will ever be with Rachel forever. If it is that property, it belongs to them. If it is everything, it belongs to Rachel, Heart of Compassion. So even without Rachel, when God will take her to heaven,
you'll still be there.
It will still be
supporting
there,
other children.
Supporting other children like Rachel. So huyo mtoto hata ikuwa mzigo kwa mama yake. So akishamaliza shule and you want to drop your child somewhere, that is a group home for all of them. In one who is like Rachel.
That's something very noble. And I think Maureen, I think Oshili's Trust believes in such and would really love to be part of it.
All right.
So when systems are, you need us, feel free to invite us.
Okay.
We would really want to partner with that.
Oh, nice.
That's a cause that as Oshili's founder, I would not hesitate to be part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, because we carry the children with disability very deep in our hearts. And we understand the journey. We understand the anxiety in regard to their future, uncertainty. And if an opportunity comes by and we can work together and have something for them where they can call home, where they'll be embraced, where they can learn a couple of skills and make their life enjoyable, just like you and I, then that's something that I would really cherish to be part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
A brilliant idea you have, Loise. And I'm sure by God's grace you're going to do it and achieve it.
Thank you.
It is so touching when you have, such kind of a vision for such kind of people. People who are not so much in their right form to do things like another person. I mean, we're encouraged and we are really inspired by your heart, by your kind heart of trying to help these children in the future. So well done already.
Thank you.
Yes. But earlier on, Martin had asked you about the government and if the government is doing enough or if it has ever helped you in any way. Maybe you can revisit that?
Yes, please. Now, since it has been a long time, since I started looking for that card. There is that card of disabilities.
Yes.
Since the time I realized that she has a condition,
Yes.
I started trying to register her with government to get that card. But it has not been possible. I've really tried for many years.
You have no card, disability card.
Okay, finally I registered at Kajiado. That was now this year. But they had told me to go for it on Friday.
This coming Friday?
The last Friday.
Last Friday.
Last week on Friday.
Yes.
Which I was not able to go because I've been unwell. So I'm believing that card is ready. But I don't know. I will see. But she doesn't, as per now, she doesn't have that card. Because it has not been easy for me to get it.
Yeah, that's what we're asking.
Yes.
It has not been easy.
It has not been easy at all.
So, if it has not been easy for you to get the card, then automatically, chances are very high that Rachel has never received any help.
She has never received any help from anyone. not even from the government.
The other day, there's a bill, I think it went through, that children living with special needs would be able now to access free medical and education. How does that make you feel as a parent? If it comes to be true, there's a bill. I think
it can be nice of help even from other people, because like me now, you see, I've been paying a lot of money for Rachel, a lot of money for Rachel. I've gone through so much, in and out of the hospital for those 14 years. So now you can imagine if the government has been there for me, I could have been very far.
Yeah, and so the government of Kenya, we saw that bill. I think it's one of the best decisions that have been made by our government. And right now, from the Auschwitz Trust desk, we want to say thank you for so very much for opening it up and making it accessible for children or anybody living with disability to access education, to access free medical attention that they need. It is something that the parents will have eased a lot of burden off their shoulders, and we welcome that move with the whole of our hearts, and thank you so much. And I believe that the government can do much better than that. Make it even easy for them to get registered with the National Council for Persons Living with Disability. We have moved and we have talked to many parents, and all of them is the same story, that it's a bit punitive. For the process is punitive to get the card from the National Council. Please make it easy, make it a little, it's not an easy journey. Make it easy for them to get registered with the National Council and have the cards. Just the way we get our birth certificates on birth. Disability is not a very sweet cup of tea. So let's just make it easy. If somebody has disability, just register them, easing the burden from their caregivers and parents. And so far, we are so grateful, and so we believe in the government that we can do much better.
Loise, as a parting shot, what would you tell anybody, a parent out there, a caregiver out there, who is going through the same situation?
Yeah, well, what I can advise someone, or I can tell someone is first thank God for what God has given you. This child's the gift from God. And God has seen that you're capable and you're able to bring up that gift. So, number one, you have to accept and thank God for that kind of life God has given you. So it's like a kibarua God has given you to do for God. So God knows why. And you have to encourage yourself. I know that this happens to only those who trust in the Lord, not to anyone. To only those who trust in the Lord, because it is not a burden at all. God knows that He will make it, and He will succeed. So take it like a rare gem. Just take it easy and involve God. Yeah. So it will be easy for you. Yeah. If you don't count it as a burden, it will be easy for you. Yeah. Just involve God, thank God for it, take care of it, love it,
Embrace.
Accept. Yeah. Accept, because this is God's given. Yeah. It doesn't happen to anyone. Yeah.
It's only for the chosen few.
For the only chosen few. Yeah. It doesn't happen to anyone.
For the chosen few.
Yeah, for the chosen few. God knows why. And there is a reward. Yeah. Yeah, take care of it nicely. Yeah.
Can't add no words.
No words.
Because you had it for yourself. Accept, embrace, and take it as a divine assignment.
Yes.
And you'll conquer. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
We really appreciate you.
Thank
And
you.
we've learned so much from you.
All right.
And our viewers have learned so much. Your story is so inspiring.
Oh,
It's giving us hope.
okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes. Martin, thank you very much for your time.
Asante sana.
Thank you for your great contribution to this show.
Asante sana.
We appreciate you.
Asante sana.
So viewers, we have come to the end of our show today. Thank you for your time. for watching these stories, and be sure to watch these and many more stories every Friday at 11 a.m. And also remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Oshdi's Trash Show. Thank you. See you.